Gelato. Like this. Gelato. They know what time it is when they hear that. Gelato.
Last month, I normally go to the pawn shop to look at gold rings, gold necklaces, gold bracelet. I just love gold. I just love gold, y'all. If they had a gold statue, I'd probably buy the gold statue, okay? But as I did my research years ago, gold is a part of my culture, right? But anyway, the young lady who worked at the pawn shop, I never seen her work to that specific pawn shop, but she always worked at another pawn shop. But as I was looking at the things in the display cabinet, she asked me, she said, "What is your name?" I didn't give her the correct name because I pick up something very satanic about this lady. I keep picking up Ouija boards, just calling on different spirits, however the case may go. I wasn't for sure, but that's what I pick up on her. So as I begin to keep looking at the gold, I just give her a fake name. And she just started talking about her lifestyle. And when she started saying that her little girl can't sleep alone sometime, and even if she do sleep alone, something always come and visit her little girl. So I said, "What do you mean something keep visiting your little girl?" She said, "Well, it's some type of spirit, right?" So y'all remember when I told y'all I had picked up something satanic about the lady. She didn't look satanic. My discernment, I used that, right? So I asked her, I said, "Do you believe in Ouija board, witches, and different things like that?" She said, "Yes." Okay. Now I'm shaking to myself like, okay, that's what I'm picking up, the Ouija board, satanic, and all that kind of stuff. Okay, I'm thinking that to myself while she telling me yes. And I said, "Well, you don't think your lifestyle is affecting your child? Because I think what you do can affect your child. I'm a strong believer in that." She said, "No, I don't think so, but I did name her after a witch." "You named your daughter after a what?" She said she named her daughter after a demon. Right? That's how she said it. I said, wow. I said, why in the hell would you name your daughter after a demonic demon? She said, "I don't know. I thought it was very cool. I thought the name was awesome." I said, "Let me tell you something. That's why," and I told her what I'm seeing, right? I'm not now I'm opening up more to her. I said, "That's why it doesn't matter where you move to, this demonic thing follows you," right? She said, "Yes." I said, "That's why your daughter's being tormented because of the stuff that you did. Don't you know the stuff that you did and your forefathers did can fall on your kids?" She said, "No." I said, "Well, you got to understand. You got to look back into your history, how everything came about with you, and then you can get a better understanding why you like to tune into the things that you like to tune into. And this is the reason why we got to be so careful dealing with people and giving people our name. Don't y'all know they got people out there who actually would take your name and work rituals on your name? And she is one of them. I'm not trying to throw nothing on nobody and try to spin a narrative on this internet, how the case may go to nobody. I'm telling y'all factual stuff. I felt this from this lady. I could have seen all of this before she even opened her mouth. And I thank God that the Most High had me to have these type of gift that I have, because you got to be 10 steps ahead of people when you're dealing with people who love evil. So y'all, let me tell y'all something. I dealt with people who see shadows. And I'm pretty sure, because she even mentioned that she sees shadows all the time in her house. This lady stated to me, when her daughter sleep alone, her daughter is only 5 years old. When her daughter sleep alone, her daughter is hollering. They got to go in the room with her. When they go in the room, she have all type of scratches on her back, like literally like somebody clawed that little girl. And when she told me this, y'all, I just switched the subject real fast, because I don't never want to tune into nothing evil. Ain't nobody want to hear nothing evil, because I'm a strong believer. Whatever you put in your spirit, whatever you release in the atmosphere, that become part of you. So that's why I always tell y'all to be very careful when y'all in tuned in people conversation, when y'all put different things in your ear when y'all communicating with people. Because some of these spirits can follow you home if you're not careful. Let me tell y'all something. I even picked up on this lady. The reason why she asked people their name, because she looking for a host to transfer whatever she did. She wanted to transfer that on to somebody else where it can leave her house, leave her little girl, and leave them alone. But she didn't have no problem when she was tuning into it, doing this mess. The times we live in now, I don't even care if you're going to Walmart, the grocery store. Do not be letting people put hands on your shoulders. Do not let people touch you, because when she reach her hand over to touch me, I move. No, baby, don't put your hand on me. I don't know you like that. I saw you a couple times at another location. But nah, baby, don't put your hand on me. No offense to you, but nah. You got to be careful when you allowing people to put hands on you. Some of these movies that they make on TV today, some of these movies are actual real life stuff that happened. Some of these movies are telling y'all some of the things that's going to happen. Some of these movies are showing y'all things that's going on behind the scenes. And y'all going on with y'all everyday life sleeping. So we got to be so careful when dealing with people, allowing people to touch you and giving people your name. What is it her in any of her business knowing my name? That's something to think about. She don't know me, I don't know her. She never been in my company. I never been in her company. Why? Just think about that. She know I was on to her. And the next time I went inside that store, she couldn't even look at me because she already knew I could have seen straight through her. I don't play with these witches, these demonic people. I don't play with them. And y'all shouldn't play with them neither. Then she had the nerve to tell me, she be seeing shadows. I said, you know why you seeing shadows? Because whatever you tune into is part of your life. You got to open a doorway. A doorway. Let me tell y'all something. Anytime when somebody done allowed evil to enter in their life, it could be through watching movies. It could be through your television on TV. It could be in your homes. I had people be calling on, it's D time. It's D time. So you got to be careful what you say in your home or anywhere you go. You got to be careful when you summons different things out of your mouth. And like I told her, you open the doorway, and that's why that black shadow is in your house. And I'm pretty sure some of y'all probably know somebody who's going through the same thing. It's no such thing as I'm to this person's house and I keep seeing this inside their house. And no, these people are experiencing what they're looking at that time, because this is what's following them, because they were doing evil. You ever seen people to where, and it's going on a lot in 2022 came in, it's happening to a lot of people, Pacific people, right? If I'm to your house and I keep telling you, I keep seeing shadows in your house. Everybody who live in your house don't see nothing, but I'm the only one who's seeing it. I don't live with you, but I'm over to your house, but I'm seeing all these shadows. Don't you think a light bulb gonna click on? So if I'm gonna say it like this: if I was doing evil, right, and I allowed somebody over to my house, somebody keeps seeing things. If I open the doorway, that's the evil for me to see, not them. Right? Anytime with somebody doing evil, that evil is going to follow the individual who is doing evil. That's how that goes. But sometimes people get so caught up that they don't want to let go of all the sinful things that they do. They don't want to let go because of their pride. They want to keep on sinning, doing underhanded stuff, just overall doing things that's not right. Then when they start seeing these type entities, these demonic things, or hearing voices, Now they scared. Now they got to point the finger at you. When you looking at them like, I was telling you to stop all that sinning the whole time. You continue, you was walling all in it. You didn't want to let it go. Nobody couldn't tell you nothing. Now you faced with it head on. Now you trying to include everybody in it. It doesn't work that way. And I thank God I don't see no mess like that. And that's why I always tell anybody, even on this internet thing, ain't nothing out there in the world, y'all. Let me tell you something, y'all. If I didn't have to go to my shopping stuff, I'm home. Back then, I'm home. I love being home. Ain't nothing out there. You may have some friends or even girlfriend or guy friends, and you be like, look, he ain't nothing out there. And they telling you, oh, I got to be turned up. I got to go meet somebody, however the case may go. And then when they start seeing all these demonic things, then they're trying to point the finger at you because they over to your house. Don't let nobody do y'all like that, okay? It ain't no such thing. People only faced with things. People only going to be faced with the things that they choose to open the doorway to. That don't have anything to do with you. While you was in your house, while you was doing the right thing and choose not to be turned up, while you choose not to do the worldly things, they choose to want to be out there, pop jump, you couldn't tell them nothing. Arrogant, because some people you can't tell nothing to. Now when they see this thing, it's like, I don't know what to tell you. Stop sugarcoating things for people, man. Start telling people that ain't nothing out there. That ain't nothing but a big world out there with worldly things. And I think a lot of people is going to be caught up with this worldly things. A lot of people are going to lose out because of the worldly things. I believe when you get grown, you start doing grown people things. You don't think as a child. And I hate dealing with a grown adult who got a childish mindset. Everybody got problems except them. And these type people always give the most problem out of anybody. If you know you're a good person, stand on what you know. Don't let nobody turn you away from you being a good person. Because you being a good person, that's what's going to carry you, and that's where your reward going to come from. Your reward ain't coming from these people upon this earth. It's coming from the Most High. So don't let nobody turn you away, say evil things towards you to make you do something that you're going to regret. It's not even worth it. You got to have tough skin. Dealing with people, period, you got to have a tough skin. That's why I choose to raise my kids the way I did, where they could have had tough skin, where they won't fold and buckle with each and everything come their way. And that's how you got to raise your kids. I used to always tell my kids all the time, don't you lie. I don't care what kind of crime you commit. If you commit it, you need to do the time. I'm not that kind of mom. And I always tell my kids, I'm not your friend, I'm your mother. But if you need me, I'm here. You can always talk to me. You could talk to me about anything. Because that's how I was with my mom. Kids will embarrass you. And one thing I hate, y'all, is when you got a child who sit and twist the narrative just about everything that come out of their mouth. I have a problem with that. And anytime y'all, I don't care who it is, and this go for my kids too. Anytime y'all dealing with somebody who always twisting a narrative on something, sometimes you got to kind of like look the other way. Kid or not, you got to kind of look the other way, because that could be very dangerous. Saying one thing, then thinking something else, or thinking one thing and saying something totally different. That is dangerous. And what I always learn, when people twist this story up like that, these are natural born liars. I promise you. They're natural born liars. So we got to start calling things up for what it is. And that's why I always say, I stand on what's right. I'm with you when you're right. And I mean it from the bottom of my heart, even with my family. So I'm not treating nobody on this internet different than my family. I love to treat people equally. That's the way we're supposed to treat people, equal. It ain't no such thing as, this my family, I'm going to have more favoritism, and I'm going to agree with my family because, you know, that's what we do, and we are just behind the scenes. We'll say you're wrong later. No, I'm going to correct you right then and there. I don't want to be around nobody who doing underhanded stuff. Because 9 to 10, you're going to slit my throat. You're going to stab me in my back, and I'm not going to give you the opportunity to do so. So I'm going to correct you head on, so the next time you'll know, when you come in my presence, you can't be doing all that crazy stuff around me. You can't be saying all that crazy stuff around me, and you're damn sure not going to talk behind my back. See, I don't leave no room for nobody to talk about me. If I did say something to somebody, because I choose to say it. Like how them old people say, you always say what you got to say to the right person. It'll get out there for you. I even test people who want to be in my presence to see what kind of person they are, to see if they're going to run their mouth. When they sitting there thinking you done told 100 people, you didn't. Only they know about it. So when it come back to you, you will know what kind of person you're dealing with. Because some people you got to feed with a long hand and spoon. And a very long one this time. You got to feed them with a long hand and spoon. You can't tell them nothing. You can't say nothing. They're easily to be hurt. It is sad. This is the world that we living in, y'all. For y'all, please like, share, subscribe to the channel if you can. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all for tuning in. I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Love above all.